Good afternoon. Peace be with you. I'm honored to be here today to help in celebrating the memory and the life of our friend Butch Bussino. What can be said about this real icon of a man? Now that he has passed on, we have the opportunity and even the duty to look back on his life and how he affected us. Life is full of mysteries. Indeed, life itself is a mystery. Frequently, when things happen that upset us or disturb us, events like depression or failure, brokenness, betrayal, our own weaknesses revealed, when these things happen, we have no answer to the question, why? Our questioning itself makes it all the more mysterious. Sickness and hardships and trials, disappointments, heartaches, these are all difficult to accept. But of all the mysteries of life, probably death is the most mysterious. And again, we answer, why? We do ask, but we know that death is the one event of which you and I are certain. We all know that we must die. We know that death can come when we least expect it. It comes to people that we love, and we ourselves will face death at some time. So today, once again, we face the reality of death. We're here to honor our friend and fellow traveler, Butch, who has embraced his death and has passed on. So what can we say about Butch? What can we say about how his death, and more importantly, his life, has affected us? Oh, we each have differing remembrances of Butch. For me, I recall how he accepted any failings, but he didn't allow them to devastate him. His last few months were especially inspirational to me and to many of us. He suffered greatly, but he did so with courage and patience. If anything, his suffering drew him even closer to Alice and to his family and friends. He was thankful to all of us and to the many others who offered comfort and support. And more often than not, it was Butch who ended up supporting us. And when death came for Butch, it found him ready. He died in the presence of a loving wife and family. He lived a full life, and he died as he lived, assured of the love of his family and friends. You know, Butch affected each of us in different ways. We all have different memories of our dealings with Butch. I remember him for his competence and loyalty. Competence. If it was broke, Butch could and would fix it. So often, I would mention to him that something needed tending at my place. And within a very short time, Butch was there, and he healed it. He was especially famous for his shirt pocket toolbox. I think he could rebuild an engine with his pocket toolbox. One memory I have, something was wrong with my car engine. I asked him to look at it. He came down, and he stared at it for about 3 minutes. He stared at the offending parts under the hood. Now, you know, I can fix anything too, if all it requires is a crowbar and a sledgehammer. So I was bewildered by his staring. And I asked him finally, "What are you doing?" He looked up at me and he said, "Well, I'm looking at this." And then he healed it. Amazing. And his loyalty. Butch was loyal to his family, to his friends, and to his country. He never gave up. He never gave up on his family or friends, even if they walked a very different path. Butch was there. Butch was loyal. So often I would ask him for help on some project that I couldn't do myself any longer, like fixing or setting up the air conditioner on the roof. I'd say, "Butch, when you get a chance, come down and get my air conditioner going, would you please?" He said, "Yeah." And then 2 or 3 days later, I said, "Hey, Butch, are you going to get a chance to look at that air conditioner?" He's, "I already did it. I did it 2 days ago." So he came down and fixed my stuff. I didn't even know that he was fixing it. So these are just some of my memories, and we all have different memories of how he affected us. And these are just a few of the gifts of his life that he gave to me over our almost 30 years of friendship. I'm sure that each of us could list many other attributes. Hopefully, his examples will encourage us, each one of us, to use his gifts to us in our lives. Maybe we can be more compassionate, more loyal, more present, more helpful. This could be our most important tribute to Butch, to share the gifts that he gave us with each other and with everyone that we touch. My sincerest condolences to you, Alice, and to you. You've been such a dear neighbor. To you, Daryl and Amy, and your daughter, Maya. To you, Yvonne, and to you, Allison and Alex and Marcus. Thanks for this opportunity to share remembrance of his life at this sacred time. In closing, I want to talk about a Lorenzo Hubble, a man who lived at the Hubble Trading Post up in northeastern Arizona. And for about 40 years, he worked with the Navajo people, learned their language, helped them, was always honest and fair in the way he dealt with them from his trading post. And when he died in 1930, one of the elders of the Navajo Nation, Many Horses, had this to say about Lorenzo Hubble, and I'd like to say it about Butch. He said, "You wear out your shoes, or you buy another pair. When the food is all gone, you just buy more. You gather melons, and more will grow on the vine. You grind your corn and make bread which you eat, and next year you will have plenty more corn. But my friend, Butch Bussino, is gone, and there is no one to take his place. Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, and may the perpetual light shine upon him. May his soul and the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen." Peace be with you, and thank you.